So we got a nice video for y'all today. I've been getting a bunch of people feedback about what they think about NBA 2K25. In fact, I had a few debates in my live stream yesterday. Go and check it out. Of course, it was a vibe. You know, it's always a vibe. But there are a lot of people out there that think NBA 2K25 is the worst 2K to ever launch. I want your opinion in the comment section, and we gotta dive into a few things, of course, because I've been in the 2K community for a while now. I'm like an old head out here. I gotta embrace it, of course. I look better than most of y'all young folks, but that's neither here nor there. There are certain things I see keep coming back year after year after year. Is that why people are saying this is the worst 2K, or is it just nostalgia? So y'all see where we're going with this video. So without further ado, I need y'all to grab yourself that brew and let's get to the info.
You want 2K rumors and news, you in the right place. Want a community that's cool, you in the right space. You want tips, subscribe now and ring the bell. Then go to the park and give them hell. The Boot Squad is an organization with all winners. Soldiers up in formation, we all killers. And when you step on the court, yo, you're our dinner. When I play D in the fourth, yo, Kawhi Leonard.
So you done know. Your boy Brutal, Sim on the scene, wicked and mean with a next video for y'all, man. So we gonna get straight to the news. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, making a push for that 300K. It's underway. Y'all know how it is. Grind, don't stop. Shout out to the Blue Squad. Always put y'all on top. I saw this tweet from Chalk DF, formerly known as Chalk DF. I keep saying Chalk DF, man. Shout out to Chalk, man. You know, we don't agree on every single thing, but sometimes he does put out some things that I do actually kind of agree with. Now, he posted this tweet saying, if you ask someone about 2K20 today, they will tell you it was one of the best 2Ks of all time. If you ask them at the time, it would look a lot more like the comments on this tweet. Nostalgia dominates this community, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I agree with this 110%. I went to record and say NBA 2K20 was one of the best 2Ks of all time, but around this time, within the cycle of NBA 2K20, people were bashing it way more than NBA 2K25. Now, he posts this as proof, this tweet from Ticino, where he said 2K20 is not a good game on a competitive level. It just isn't. Way too much RNG. Whites go in all the time, and 50-50 ball drive me nuts. Literally hope to get a good animation half of the time instead of being able to control half the stuff. Then you got people glitching 10 no's. What does this song like? This song's like NBA 2K25. Now look at when Ticino posted this. This was in June. This was in June the next year. This was deep in the cycle that Ticino made this post right here. Right now is the beginning of the cycle. This was deep in the cycle of the game. And people were still saying this. And this is what I consider to be one of the best 2Ks of all time. Now I see PowerDF actually responded. He said there's some truth to the 2K nostalgia theory. People do tend to hype up old games. At the same time, those games were generally fun too. Just look at how nobody's out here hyping up 2K22 and 2K23 the same way they do 2K19 and 2K20, even though those newer ones have been out for years now. Whether you agree or not, if it's true, the excitement for the old games is real. Now I saw a few other people responding to the 2K community undefeated at calling the game ass every year. LOL, even 16 and 17 when they were out. I was here for it. Now there's the next user that responded, said nah, exactly, because I remember at the time when the 2Ks that get glazed the most now were out. 16, 17, 19, 20 were out. Mother efforts were calling them the worst games imaginable, but all of a sudden they're S tier. Now this next user said true, but like 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20 I complain, but I still enjoy the game to the certain extent that I wanted to get back on. The 25 makes me wish I didn't spend money on 3 bills on that game and just went with one, so I don't feel like I wasted breads. But what he did say is no matter he still enjoyed those games, he was complaining while he was enjoying the game. Now, this user said, agreed. People have nostalgic moments that went with 2K. Many remember that moment in time. I think 2K25 is a very good game. I dislike how slow the rep bar moves, especially for a player who primarily plays 5v5, but the Max Plus 1 and added attributes were great adds. I still play daily. Now this next user here said, stop playing my career after 2K23 released, and honestly I think it helped me appreciate 2K25 more. Yeah, it ain't perfect, but it's hella fun to him. So I think also a matter of people playing every 2K at release, and obviously you're gonna get tired of the gameplay at some point. And this is where we'll stop because there are tons of people replying and it's pretty much the same narrative. There are a few people that arguing that they still hate the game no matter what. But if you're like me and been around the 2K community, you become numb to certain stuff. That's why I'm not reacting. Y'all didn't see me emotional about the game or getting angry at the game. I've been way past that. In fact, I've never really been angry at 2K. But I've been around and I'm seeing this is a very similar theme. Now 2K got a cycle. I don't know if y'all know the cycle. Before the release, while they're working on the game, when it's in beta form, they invite the creators who don't really harshly critique the game or who is not necessarily the most honest. I'll stand on business with saying that. And it's for marketing purpose, of course, and they show them the game, right? That's before the release. That's the first step towards the next game. Now the next thing is the creators come out and they vouch for 2K. How about how new and different the game is gonna be, and it gets the excitement up. Then after the excitement is up, guess what? NBA 2K launch a completely different game from what these creators play. It's more improved, so to speak, I have to put it out there, but it also comes with a lot of problems. It comes with server issues, which is stability issues as well, and the balancing issues. And trust me, 2K knows there are a lot of balancing issues out there because they know that they don't test the game enough. This is the version of the game the community falls in love with. That's because it's something new, it's something different. They always change up a few things to kind of set it apart. So the community uses scream, do not touch the game. And guess what? 2K, knowing that the game got a bunch of balancing issues and stability issues, they have to patch the game despite what we say. So it's basically a rough draft they put nowadays. And guess what? After they drop the first major patch, the hate piles on. I already spent a bunch of VC on my builds. I already created my builds a certain way to match what the game is allowing us to do. And now you change how the game is played. Now that brings in a bunch of hate. And usually it takes a few months before they really iron out most of the issues. This is the regular cycle of an NBA 2K game. I've been around long enough. NBA 2K20, which is one of my favorite 2Ks of all time, was one of the most hated 2Ks of all time, and I played it throughout its entirety. I became a legend in NBA 2K20. While I was enjoying the game, people was hating the game. I usually mute all the noise around me and just find ways and different approaches to play the game and different reasons to play the game. And whether we like to admit it or not, as this person said, if we keep playing 2Ks after 2Ks after 2Ks, at some point you will need a break. Because it's the same. That's because it takes a while for 2K to be in a good place. I see people even going back to NBA 2K24, and I see people now saying 2K23 was one of the better 2Ks. But when those games launched, it was the same cycle. People hated NBA 2K23, especially when they really kind of introduced or doubled down into that variable shot timing. 24, same thing. I saw it. I'm seeing it. And I've seen it so much that I kind of grown numb and expect it to happen. I expect people to say the game is trash. I expect people to say the game is dead. I expect 2K to drop a game that's unfinished. I expect it to have a bunch of stability issues and gameplay balance issues. I expect it to take a few months for them to iron all those things out, because I've seen it. It would be really surprising to me if it would happen any other way. Do I think the game is trash? Nah. Do I see the game having a bunch of issues? Yes. But it's normal to me right now. I'm almost new to it. Now that might be my problem to deal with, but guess what? I don't really care that much. I find ways to have fun. To me, the biggest determinant to me having fun in 2K is who I play with and my approach to the game. Now probably that's why I don't care that much and still find ways to have fun with this game. Now let me know your opinion in the comment section. Is it nostalgia? Or is the game really as bad or worse than any other 2K? It's been happening since the beginning of time. 2K 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I've seen it happen across the board. 2K15 was the only one I never saw that, but that was the first time they really introduced the park to the 2K community. So it was something so new that we didn't have time to complain. But as soon as we got something else, the complaints began. And I remember the server issues of 2K16 and 17. I remember waiting on that Paul George screen for half an hour to get a game in. I remember. I don't forget. Ain't no nostalgia with me. I remember it all. Trust your boy. I remember when 2K20 had one of the most broken moves, that behind the back combo, that they had to remove a dribble move from the game and patch it because it was so bad. And I remember who recommended that it come back. I remembered why they implement that same move in the game in the first place. I remember. I don't forget. Ain't no nostalgia here. If you were in my position and see everything year after year after year, maybe you probably need a break, step away from the game, get a refresher, man. Come back the next year from now or 2 years from now. Maybe. Some of us literally life changed drastically, so we don't have as much time to be on the game as much as possible. I've seen it happen. Even me, I don't have enough time to be on the game. I used to be on the game every single day for hours and hours on end. I definitely don't. I probably have like a 4-hour window a day right now of free time to play 2K. Man, I was a legend grinding from 2Ks to, man, I've been legend in almost most of these 2Ks that launched. The only one I wasn't a legend might be NBA 2K21 and the last 2K, 2K24. But outside that, legend brute, legend brute, legend brute. And I'm not even telling y'all not to hate the game. Y'all are in your right to hate the game. I'm not even telling y'all to play the game. But I'm just giving y'all my point of view when I approach the game and how I view this whole thing, man. I've been here for a while now. Whether you want to believe it or not, this is the same cycle I see year after year after year. At some point, you kind of become numb to it or expect it going forward. If there's anything different, I wouldn't know how to operate in that. I ain't no front. But this is what I know how to navigate through, man. But again, let me know what y'all think about the video. Have a blessed one. Till next time, be safe out there, y'all. Peace.